Alright, what's up? So today we're going to do a little, we're going to put some recessed lights up. So I have another video putting up a remodel recessed lights. Today I'm going to do new construction. So if you need to remodel, you can check out that one of my older videos. This is new construction. Now this is an old house, but I have attic space. And this, I'm actually replacing one. So this one's not working anymore. It's broke bitch. So I'm going to whip this one out and replace it with another new construction because I have enough attic space to get up there. So if you're just putting in recessed lights, then they'll come with a little template. First thing you got to do, cut a hole. First thing we're going to do, most important thing, turn off the power. Boom. So breaker box, we're not trying to have anybody to electrocute yourselves today. So get that power off. And then so for me, what I'm going to do, since I already have one, if you already have one, you're replacing one, I'm going to get up here and take this trim off. Trim off. So, next step, power's off. You cut out your hole if you're putting a new one in. You took the trim off if you're not. Let's get up in the attic. Okay, a couple quick things about these. So there's two types. One is insulation, okay. Was it non-contact? I see. The other one's not. So this one's not. So whenever I install this, I don't want insulation touching it. But you can have other ones where insulation is not a problem. So here we go. Boom. This is a new remodel. Just a couple quick things. You have these little knockout areas where you take a little flathead and you poke one of those out. That will be where we put in the cable from the house, the electricity from the house. Also in here, a lot of these can open on both sides, but they'll come like this. They have these little holes where you can just put the wire into and connect it that way, or if you want, then you can cut this off with wire cutters and just wrap it like you would a normal one. So wire cutters, cut, take off some of this sheathing, and then wrap them. So let's head up to the attic and let's get to work. All right, welcome to the attic. So here's our old can. And I'll do here, you can kind of tell right here where this thing's broken. But so we will just pop off this dude. Now if you put in a new one, then you'll just have a hole right here. And you can just skip this part, but just real quick, kind of go through. Explains why that was all fucked up. Now doesn't it? This was a shit show. We will separate these into what goes where, what's what, etc., etc. Honestly, this thing looks like it was badly wired, so it's no surprise that it blew. Okay. Next step is we have these right here attached in here, held in here. So we have little screws that we can unscrew these. And all this does is just loosen this up so that I can pull these out. We're just getting the wires out. You can also you can unscrew these from underneath, as you can kind of see, and we'll fish these out from this old junction box in here. Okay, so the old wires are out. So this thing will be connected either with hammers or nails, which you can use a hammer for. This one's connected with kind of staples, so I'll show you one of them, then we'll take out. I just kind of pry it in there. If it's too tight, I take a hammer, hit the end of this in there, and then you can kind of just wiggle it out. So I'll show you this one here. So out that little faggot goes. There that goes. So this side's free, and I'll do the other two sides down here. Once you get that free, you can just pull it out. There it is, pulled out. So next we will take our newbie, and we're going to place this in here essentially the same way. Now this thing has tracks that can make it shorter, longer, whatever. So I'll shorten up these tracks here. Okay, so you shorten the track. Now we got them all placed where we want them at. So it's in there, in the hole where we want it. So next it will be hammering. Hammering this in. I'm not going to film it because I'm only one guy. I don't think I have a good spot to set. I don't have a good spot to set this camera up at, but we're going to hammer these in, which will in turn drive this protruded stuff into the wall. All right. So, oops. All right, so we got them hammered in. So now we'll open up our old junction box here. So this is where these knockouts come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and knock out another one. Two wires. So if you have two wires, do not freak out, because this is how it just kind of jumps from one to another. They should all be the same. Like I said, it's just how they jump from one spot to another spot. If you have these reliefs, like I did on my other one, then I recommend attaching them. So what you'll do is, we'll just go ahead and, since you can see this one, we'll slide these wires into a junction here. Oops, sorry. It's our junction box. Like I said, if you have your stress relief for the wires, then they should just fit right on in there too. So those go in like that. We'll take this end of the stress relief and we'll put it on the inside of these wires. You screw it in to this side of the stress relief. So I'm going to put both of these wires into the junction box here. Okie dokie. So we got these back in with the stress relief. So next, here's what I'm talking about with your quick connects. So let's say the black here. This is the black. Take black from one of yours. So you can either take it how we found it, and you can wrap up both of your blacks together. Wrap it up with this one bare, of course. Outside of this, you'd have to cut this, strip it, and then tie them off with some wire nuts. Or you can plug a black one into this black slot, right through these little holes. So I just pushed one in right into this little slot. And there it is. You can kind of see it down at the bottom, down there, all the way through that clear. So it's in. So I'm going to do this route, see how it works. I've never done it before. So we're going to do this. Now the next thing that you want to do after we go through all of these and do that, if you have a black wire that's twisted like this, you're going to have to straighten it to get it through this. So you can either cut it off and get basically a new bare wire, or you can try to straighten it out and plug it in there. You'll also want to wrap this all the way up. Definitely, since you can see I have some bare black right there, wrap it to where there's no bare wire hanging out. So it's pretty simple. Black on black, white on white, and then your ground wire goes on green. So the copper wire or green wire goes on the green. Okay. So we connected them all, pushed them in there. As you can see, electrical tape around any bare wires that are still sticking out. And then we'll just go ahead and just push everything back into this junction box. And then we will shut the junction box. Voila! So now we head down, put the trim back on. Make sure no insulation's touching this. Put the trim back on. Put a light in there. And see if we have life. Oh, and turn the breaker back on. Okay. Okay, trim. And light bulb back in there. Breaker is split. Moment of truth. Boom!